you, see my language. I always reiterate my, what I'm saying, sayings. And so, I always, what I'm saying, restate things. And so I always, uh, for the most part, I always, what I'm saying, grab the way to communicate. You know what I'm saying? For me to communicate is to, get my point of view out. As we do so, and what I'm saying, get a point of view out with my music, right? And so my music is for everyone to relate to. You know what I'm saying? Relatable, things, relatable access to one's, you know, way of being. And so one way of being is the next way of being. So we all here being the beings, right? And so as I talk in riddles and as I do multiple interviews about, being about, as we're about, and saying we're this, we're that, us and we and I is with all the other I's, you know what I'm saying? The pair of folks, national, what I'm saying, nation, galaxy gatherings, you know what I'm saying, with the, festivities of the festivals of friends. It's always talk about we friends and always talk about the realism that everybody is with the reality, the realm of the spectrum, being the specks and the particles to always, what I'm saying, say what's up. And so I get on there talking about what's up. I get on there talking about, when I say get on there, I'm talking about like the camera. But when I say the camera, I'm saying like every stance is smiling situation within the eyes, because if you watched the live before this one, it was totally different. I was stating how, my speeching it'd be so serious, but at the end of the day, my character, my actual personnel, my personality, my persona is a very goofy person. And so I actually am, a comedian, but I'm actually am a serious speaker, influential, what I'm saying, about, the craft of music, the craft of sound, but at the end of the day, I'm very, 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 what I'm saying, playful person, and so I say how, I'll be doing all type of sporty things, like how we so sporty, how we so athletic, how we so, energized, energetic, and how we are at the vast, you know, every multitude with multiple, what I'm saying, characteristics. So the identification of, what I'm saying, being the beings that we like to beam with the streaming of, what I'm saying, the friends of, what I'm saying, each other. So I say we out here with each other. And so my music is pertaining to such. When I say my music, I mean it's everybody's music because when I do my music, I'm thinking about everybody. When I do my, interviews, when I do my interviews and all that, I'm thinking about everybody. I'm putting the words in sync and symmetric in such a way to where it's legible to comprehend. And as we like, what I'm saying, get to areas where, I didn't catch that, I really didn't catch. So I always like, reiterate, and restate things and redo interviews and things of the such so that we'll be on one accord. When you do listen to my music, you say, I know this artist, we know each other as far as, the point of views and how I point out the stances and how I point out how we all out here outstanding. And so how we be amazed at each other within, what I'm saying, just all that we do, all the multi talents, all the multitasking, all the task at hand is to always, just, for me, when I say, I speak about singular, I'm just saying, this is the person behind the artistry, but at the end of the day, my music is for every person now, every person, so per, spec in the spectrum, spectrum is the galaxy gathering all type of togetherness. So, together and really, foreshadowing with all type of puns and punchlines and metaphors. And that means, music notes, music lines, and all this and that within the guidelines of guiding, the expertise of what you like to do the most. And so my thing is music. My thing is everything, really. So at the end of the day, I like to speak and talk and all that. So being a talker, being a speaker with everybody, with the art form of, artmatic, it's automatic, it's fluent for us to, what I'm saying, uh, be like, what's happening, what I'm saying? So when I get on here and I do music, and I say, even just speaking would be music, to the ear. To have the ear for music, to have the ear for, what I'm saying, the vision. And so to hear, the storyteller, to see the storyteller, to recognize the storyteller is why I also do interviews, be like, that is Ray, I'm Ray, and always speak about that in my music because uh, I believe, putting a timestamp on your craft, on your art, is always significant to, taking pride, being proud about, your, likings. And so I like to, shout out to the likable, things that be going on, which we like the things that we be doing. We like what's going on as far as, the shifts and the time traveling and going back and forth through time and how, and things of the such. And so with that being said, I put that stuff in the music. We are interested, we are, fascinating, we are amazed, we are amazing, we are puzzled. We is the puzzle, we is the pieces. And so piecing together whatever area that I can grab at this moment, and stay in state in the magic of the mind, the magic of, getting outside of the mind, and the magic of the space and out of space, in the space, and in the tunnels, out the tunnels, in the mazes, out the mazes, in the avenues, out the avenues, in the routes, out the routes. Together, non together, in sync, out of sync, in the lines, out the lines, parallel lines, straight lines, mathematics, multiple things to be stating, so I say that in the music, and equivalent to the equalization of the proclamation of the, what I'm saying, it always gets back to the craft of the creating of whatever, what I'm saying, that you could, grab, that you feel like you could do, with the realization of, again, the realization of whatever you like to partake of into whatever realm that you know what I'm saying, is the masterpiece of. And so everything that you are the masterpiece of, what I'm saying, the pieces of the puzzle. And so being the captain to, you know, you know, help assist your, creativity, and however you want to put that together, and however whatever puzzle piece that you fit yourself in, and you shed the light to, and you is the light, we is the light. And so as we are, the shadow, as we are the force that drives, forces to join and connect. And I talk about the joining of the joints in within the avatar, in the sculpture of the skull, and being the skeleton of the very nice, what I'm saying, uh one to dance. So I got the dance moves, we got the dance moves, and I said, for me to be a deep minded being. And for us to be deep minded and but keeping it, always talk about the shallow surfacing. I like to surf as far as, with the words, digging deep with the words like the sea deep. Like the deep end pool. I like to do that, but I like to also keep it, on surface. Coasting, floating like a floaty, like the boats, spacecraft, flying, and the grounded grounds, the level of, density of whatever, foam green that could be within the sea and the beach and the grass and the gravel and the dirt and the mud and whatever, the tail and whatever, as far as, whatever it is, like the, marble that we see within the seashells and the rock and the minerals. And I say all this in my music. And so to be a storyteller within the storyline, within the drum line, within the bands, and the worldly bands and the worldly talent show, and all these type of songs, and we got all these type of mind frames and mind views, and mind you, I like to do all this type of stuff. And I like to speak about it. I like to rap and sing about it. I like to speech about it, talk about it, rap about it, and just state what I like. So I got songs like that, telling you what I like, telling you like, we is the mineral, we is the light, we is the night as far as, we is from the spectrum, from, the rainbow color screen, from all the way to all the way, all the way across in diagonal with a very nice, tic tac toe and connect the flow. So I always connect the dance flow with the music. I do all type of music that you people dancing to it. We the people, we dancing to the music that us be doing. And so I got all type of dance moves that I made up. I got words that I made up. I got, saying and quotes and memes that I made up. And I told myself when I was, a child, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that within my music, within my rhymes. And so with all that being said, we go traveling with the times, and with the time machine, with the time mechanism, with the ism that we is, with the abundance and having, you know, drive to do so. So I'm talking about the front axles, the drives, the fronts, and the gears and the steers. And so double clutching into the triple sessions of the multi, session with the speaking, with the language, with our communicating, with the, signals. And so signaling left, right with the rear view mirror, with the front mirror, with just, the mirror within, mirror and shadow and channel and self. Selves is everyone because we are, self with the other selves. And so as we coasting through, being coasting, and just, rocking that way, rolling like that, and like, that's how I like to, state the way that I do, state my music. And the things about it is even outside of the music is just us bonding. So the bondage and being the being that we are bonding as we, put each other on, or or as we communicate, being commuters of communicative with the art of communication. And so although, I got personality, we got personality, and as we have different, personnels popping out with different traits. So a part of Ray, which is me, I'm real quiet. Part of me is real loud. Part of me is real funny. Part of me real serious. Part of me real fun. Part of me laid back. You know what I'm saying? It's just mellow Ray, hyper Ray. And so when we doing all these things, different things, the melody, switches up, the tempo switches up. All this is all good for the songs and just for, as we communicate as the friends, as the peeps, as the folks, you know what I'm saying? And that's the story. That's the story right there. That is our story, you know what I'm saying? And so the biology, the geographic, the screen of the green screen, it comes alive. You see the green screen, but as I'm speaking, the curtain becomes the forest. The curtain becomes the beach. The curtain becomes whatever the storyteller is, you know what I'm saying, for seeing, for everybody seeing, you know what I'm saying? So as we, the spokesperson for all, when we, you know what I'm saying, speaking and being mindful, mind you that I do, you know what I'm saying, like to share my mind. And so I'm always fascinated with the mind and people's mind structure and what instructor and being an instructor of self. But when I again, we similar. We got our individuality, but we real similar with it because we could we could see our vision within speaking to another. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is Ray, and I'll get back on here again. I got all type of, you know what I'm saying, sayings again, and things of the such, and things of the sort. And so sorting out, just, you know what I'm saying, just the now, you know what I'm saying? So I actually wanted to get on camera just now being real comedian-like, but sometimes it just, goes different avenues. And so I do like to be, straight to the point, about the story too sometimes without, goofing around. But I am a goof troop, I am a goofball, I am, just, you know what I'm saying, behind the music, behind the scenes, behind the artist, behind the producing and the production, I like to share, who I am outside of, you know what I'm saying, all that music that be getting done that I like to do. And so I'm joyous. I'm happy that we enjoy ourselves. This is Ray. R-A-Y, Ray. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in a minute. Ray.